Greetings students, welcome to my class. Students, I hope that you all are fit and fine, and I hope the same for your family members too. Students, in the previous class we discussed about the mistakes which you did in your midterm exams. Now we will start your syllabus in this class. We will start with your English textbook First Flight, and the chapter name is The 100 Dresses Part 1, which is written by Eleanor Astor. Well, this story is basically the reflection of the author's childhood memories. In this story there are three main characters. The first one is Wanda Petronsky, which is the most important character of the story. The story revolves around her, and then comes to another important character, Peggy and Mandy. Peggy is the most popular girl of the school, and Maddie, best friend of Peggy. So before we start the explanation of this chapter, my dear students, I would like to tell you about the summary of this chapter, The 100 Dresses Part 1. So we'll start with the summary. This story, The 100 Dresses Part 1, this story is about a girl who is very quiet and shy girl whose name is Wanda Petronsky, who is an immigrant who has come to America in an American town to live with her family. She took the admission in an American school in the same town, and she starts studying in that school. So students, when she starts studying in that school and when she goes to the classroom, she was a kind of girl who used to sit in the last bench of the class. Why? What was the reason behind this? She used to live on Boggins Valley, and that place is very Boggins Heights, and that place was very far from the town, and she used to come on the feet by walking from that far to school, and because of that she used to get late to the school, and because she used to get late to the school daily, that's why she had to sit on the last bench, or every row, where whenever she used to come, she used to sit on the last bench where the most naughtiest boys used to sit, backbencher used to sit, who always disturb the class, make so much of noise. And that was the reason of Wanda Petronsky of sitting behind on the last bench. And students, she was a Polish girl who came to America to live there with her family, and because in her class, room number 13, there were other students, and they have shorter names, and Wanda Petronsky have a long name. She has a long name, and that's why they used to find her name quite strange and weird name, and that's why the reason, they used to tease her, they used to make fun of her. The two students who used to mainly tease her were Peggy and Maddie, who were best friends. Peggy was the most popular girl of the school, and she used to always get good marks, and Maddie, she was the best friend of Peggy, and that they both used to make most of the fun, most of the teasing of Wanda Petronsky. And Wanda was a kind of girl, I told you that she was a quiet and shy girl, and she was a poor girl. She used to wear one blue faded dress which was never ironed, and she used to always tell that I have 100 dresses in my closet all lined up. I have 60 pair of shoes all lined up in my in my cupboard or in my almirah. So Peggy and Maddie used to get, sometimes they used to get late also, and because they used to wait for Wanda Petronsky to make fun of her. Maddie, who was the best friend of Peggy, she used to not like all these things which Peggy used to do with Wanda. Maddie herself was a poor girl. He herself used to wear the dresses left by Peggy's mother for her, and Maddie's mother stitches her and gave those dresses a new look, and so that another student would not come to know that these dresses are of Peggy. So Maddie, though she wanted Peggy to not make fun of Wanda and not insult Wanda, but she could not gather courage to stop Peggy, because she thought if she would do that, she would lose her best friend. On the other hand, Peggy did not want to hurt Wanda, but she was curious that why Venda always say, and she wanted to know that why would Venda lie about the dresses, that I have 100 dresses in my closet, I have 60 pair of shoes in my closet all lined up, though everybody is seeing her coming to school in one blue faded dress which was never ironed also. It was not dirty, but it was never ironed, and that's why Peggy was curious to know the reason behind of Venda Petronsky's lie. Well, the truth of Venda Petronsky's 100 dresses finally unveiled on the day of the result day of the drawing competition, when their class, room number 13's class teacher, Mrs. Mason, declared the winner, and it was none other than Venda Petronsky. On that day, the classroom was really lined up with the 100 beautiful drawings made by Venda Petronsky, and she got the first prize. Each painting was worth watching, and each painting was beautiful. And that day, Peggy and Maddie and the whole class came to know about the truth behind Venda Petronsky's 100 dresses. On that day, she does have the 100 dresses lined up in the classroom, and then Peggy and Maddie really felt bad that they treated her badly. They treated Venda Petronsky badly. So, and this, the part 1 summary or part 1 story ends here, student. This was the brief summary of the part 1, and in the next video we will continue with the explanation of the chapter. Thank you.